going.
I think it would go a little something like this. Hello, everybody, and welcome to MinnMax's live reaction to EA Play 2021. Just when you thought it was over, Leo, E3 pulls you back in.
One last job.
So look forward to the big bee-suited, star-studded affair coming tonight. No, that's not true.
3 times as long.
Just for EA Play Live. Now, heads up, there's a very exciting countdown with some very exciting music happening right now. Don't get excited, no matter what, because there's going to be a pre-show, and EA this year has really dinged us in the past with like that Battlefield reveal stream where they had an hour-long countdown after the countdown. Yeah. So all we know is there's going to be a pre-show, and our old former boss and champion, Andy McNamara, is going to be hosting it. So this is going to be chill for a while before it gets really intense and freaking wild with the big reveals.
Are we doing a can check? I heard you open a can. I feel like we should do a quick can check. Okay,
sure. What does that mean?
What you got? What you sipping on?
Oh, I'm sipping on aha, as in I want to say aha, it's a new Dead Space.
Oh.
What about you?
I'm sipping on Boss Coffee, as in I want to say, wow, the final boss for Skate looks awesome.
Okay, so what they've said is not going to be here. They said, cool it, you heathens. There's no Bioware news, no Dragon Age news, no Skate news, and then they released a little, in the biz they call them Vidocs, little short developer focus thing that's like, what, 1.5 minutes long, that I feel like could have been in this conference. So the fact that they're getting out of the gate with that early is really odd. They wanted to get, hopefully, all disappointment out of the way early so we can only focus on the big bonanza here, I guess.
I could see what they showed of Skate in that trailer. If that's what they had in this conference, people might be disappointed, and that was kind of like, here's where we're at with Skate. We're buying time where you can't say we're not doing anything. But we're also not going to disappoint you by like only having this to show in our big presser.
Right, right. And obviously we're hoping for the rumors to come true that they're going to announce a remake, reimagining of Dead Space. We just announced today the deepest dive on Dead Space 1, so if you want to join us for the best, most thorough discussion about Dead Space 1 on the internet, you can support us at any tier over at patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. You can unlock the podcast version. Or, Leo, if you like this type of content, like a huge community game club, you can support it or join it. If you support us at any tier, you can submit a comment and we'll read it on air. But we have a great crew for the deepest dive on Dead Space. We have Kate Sanchez from But Why Though? We have Kyle Hilliard, which, Leo, I've heard that guy talk before. Yeah. We have Jacob Geller, who's a YouTube video essay genius. And then we have Zach Mumbach, who used to be a producer at Visceral and was a producer for Dead Space 2 and 3. So if you want to enjoy that, it'll be on our YouTube channel. You can always subscribe. We'd appreciate that. And then unlock the podcast version over on Patreon. Now, Leo, this is not what I expected.
No?
Oh, you saw this one coming? That was on your bingo card?
Shot for shot, this is what I expected.
This does feel a little pop-cappy or simmy, which I'm excited for. Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's about the least exciting version of that, but sure. Hey, look at that!
Love that video. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
Put your glasses on, Andy.
For cows, that's got to be a first, but probably my favorite way to open a show.
They can't both have glasses.
The latest expansion for Sims 4 Cottage Living is
out.
The
glare would just keep going back and forth and then explode the camera, I think.
Check it out after the show.
All right, in just a few minutes, the EA Play Live main event is coming with all the news, sweepstakes, and surprises you know and love. But first, we want to take a moment to recap all the news that's
that
been
mic is
revealed
getting
this
muffled
summer.
in his shirt.
And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I personally have done nothing else but play Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I think you actually mean Romance Garrus, or maybe that's just me. It's been a huge summer regardless for
It's
EA
been a
originals.
hot summer with that 40-second sex scene replaying in my mind.
Critically acclaimed and my personal favorite.
Can't stop thinking about it.
Millions of you have been dodging with dodgeballs in Velen's Knockout City, and the soon-to-be-released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca Film Festival
they have had a surprisingly good year.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those who haven't yet been acquainted with their magical world, let's take a look at the story trailer for Lost in Random.
Let's.
He's so flippant. Hey, we could do anything right now. Let's do this. Is the volume okay for everybody? Let us know if too high, too low, too borrowed, too blue.
Is decided by a rule of the one.
Neil Smith in the chat says about Andy McNamara, oh no, he's hot.
Controls it. For when a child comes of age, they must roll this dice just once.
I forgot about this
In
game.
so doing, determine their fate for all eternity.
I had memory of it completely wiped. I didn't even know about it.
Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your special day. Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are. Ah, you live with us now.
Love this art style.
Yeah, it's great.
Where is this place? Stop trying to kill me!
You like dice?
Lost in Random implies roguelike to me.
I think it's just like a platformer, isn't it? With some randomized elements? I'm trying to remember.
Child, turn back and watch.
Be very careful, even. We're in uncharted territory.
Haven't you heard the bedtime story?
Jesus.
You're a long way from one child.
Would kids like this, or is this just traumatizing?
I like creepy shit as a kid.
I haven't seen a real
Yeah.
one in years.
Makes you feel like a grown-up.
I guess that's true.
I'm supposed to say something important. You know nothing.
Jesus.
Kyle in the chat says not a roguelike.
Wait!
I will say I've played 30 roguelikes that could have been called Lost in Random.
Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
I hope this thing does not come out in the same window as Psychonauts 2. Because it feels like a similar audience here.
Yeah.
What do we do to those just
Or
stand in our
Court of
way?
Owls Batman game,
We
apparently.
destroy them, my queen.
That trailer gives me the chills, I think, every time we watch it. Stay tuned for
Oh,
more
well,
on Lost in Random.
Sorry, I won't make fun of Andy anymore.
First
He's a
look
dear
at
friend.
combat gameplay later on in the main show. Speaking of combat,
I do
can tell you
love
as a
seeing
part of the
this
team
side of
over at
Andy.
Respawn
It's
that
so
Apex
weird,
will be
isn't
showing
it?
up later today in a pretty big
This
way.
is him all
Of course,
buttoned up.
Battlefield 2042 has some big news to share
Yeah.
as well. But you would already know that if you tuned into the EA Play
Volume's okay for
Spotlight
everybody?
series. Over the last few weeks, we've gathered creative leaders from across the EA studios to share their insights and some exciting news.
See,
Yeah,
he's
we
having
did.
fun with it.
Here are a few of the highlights.
He's playing. He's spinning the ball on his finger here.
Yes. I'm waiting for him to work in. Sorry, I'm so bad at introducing segments.
Hypermotion is a next-gen
No one wants to
exclusive
watch me.
technology powered by real football that brings gameplay to the next level of realism.
Football.
Hypermotion integrates
Good volume,
advanced
good
11
Andy,
versus
said Swords
11
and Wolves.
mocap
All right, I'll be
and
damned.
machine learning for the first time to create the most authentic, responsive,
kinda weird
and
that,
fluid experience on the pitch.
EA like pays Andy money.
Scouting as a whole
A weird idea.
Revamp. So you start things off.
Does check say EA on them?
Yeah,
by
right.
baseline
And he
scouting
says,
of
"Thank you,"
every
and then he
player.
goes to the bank and
one of
cashes
the big
them.
goals I had was I wanted to add
That's interesting.
complexity to the feature.
I still
but
have my
wanted to remove some of
GameStop
the
credit
tedious
card on
stuff.
my fridge. Just because I think that's a funny thing to have.
At the moment where this freedom is allowed and people like myself
Yeah, that'll age well.
can start to see themselves
You could probably, I don't know, in this crazy world now, you could probably give that to some big Stonks fan, and they'd be really into it. Just
Hey, interesting.
Spiritually, it's kind of a message in some way. I don't understand finances, but
faith to stick with the idea and just stay with it. And okay, we're not sure what
I'm still playing through It Takes Two gradually. With my GF. It's a great game.
Oh, really? Your Guardian Force?
So beautiful
Sorry?
and rare to
That's a Final Fantasy VIII joke.
That's
sweet. Yeah, I really love it. I'm trying to stream through all of it on this channel with Ronnie. But we're halfway through, and now we're distracted by recording all these Lord of the Rings commentaries for every free window we get. But I really am looking forward to going back to it, because if you haven't played It Takes Two, it is definitely one of the biggest surprises of the year. Is just like how well it controls and how absurdly varied it is.
Yeah, I just love like co-op puzzle solving, and that game has such a huge variety of cool co-op puzzles.
Right. And you feel like those co-op games where it's like they give everybody different abilities. It's just like, you know, you got to have a good partner to play it with, and I'm thankful that you do, Leo. But it's just, oh, hang on, I'll shut up.
Shooters, EA Originals, sports, or gaming in general, the Spotlight's had something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
His tone is so funny.
And speaking of EA Sports, it's been a
Hey,
big
man.
month for FIFA news.
I'm just
So let's
Andy
treat
here.
ourselves for another look at the
But
FIFA
you know what? He's
22
not,
trailer.
doesn't seem nervous. Everybody gets nervous in their own unique way, you know? And the fact that he's not coming across as nervous, I think is a blessing.
Yeah, totally.
Do you have that ever where when you're nervous, you get like more quiet and kind of like chill sometimes? Because some people do that.
Big time. Yeah, meeting new people, I feel like I'm always waiting to figure out, you know, how to talk to this person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm in the recon phase.
Like first dates and stuff, you think you're on the quiet end of the spectrum?
Yeah. I have to make an effort not to be, for sure.
Yeah. My problem is I think I talk too much, Leo. Believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
Oh. Okay.
I think I would like soccer a lot if the teams were 3 people and the field was smaller.
Yeah.
And the goal was bigger.
Right, and you were a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need it to be more intimate. It's like, ooh, maybe this is, maybe not quite New Show Plus material, but there's something I feel like we could do with improving every sport. Maybe we could just like get a great game designer to come in and improve every sport, because there are fun ideas. Just like, yeah, you know how the last 2 minutes of basketball are like very intense and everything else is kind of blah? Like, what if basketball games were just 2 minutes long? Would that be fun and turn it like more strategic with all the fun timeouts and fouls you have to do? It almost feels like it would turn into like a turn-based game at a certain point.
Myself. That was not a treat. That was a feast. A feast. And FIFA fans, you have to check out the FIFA Spotlight, which offered a deep dive into all the updates coming to FIFA 22. Now,
happy feast for you.
FIFA won't have
Mrs. EA.
news to share in the main show because we're going to give it to you right now.
Unbelievable. Yes.
Please, yeah, somebody's got to gift that so hard.
Favorite footballers are returning.
They're self-aware enough to know that they're making a gift there, right?
5 of them have been revealed so far, and right now we're going to share 2 more.
Ooh, okay.
First up, it's heroic Premier League striker.
Do you think this is actually live? There's no benefit to actually doing this live, is there?
And second, a fine man from the
So you think they're
Rhineland,
lying?
it's Lars Ricken.
And who doesn't like Lars? There's more where that came from. And remember, if you pre-order the
I wish he was wearing one of his old gamer jackets, not this cool new hip jacket.
Team Heroes pack. And of course, EA Play members
cool
get their
sneakers,
hands
though.
on the game
Yeah.
early.
Yes, they do, but that is just one benefit.
Do you like
of being a
sneakers?
member. An EA Play membership is your ticket to getting more from your
I want
favorite
one pair of
EA
shoes that
games,
works in every situation I never have to think
fantastic
about.
in-game rewards
correct.
and exclusive content.
You
and
passed
all
the
of these
test, Leo.
upcoming titles.
Everybody, we can let Leo into the club. He's cool.
We'll be giving away a whole mess of great prizes during the main show.
Somebody,
including gear from
White Mech says we
Logitech,
should send Indy a
Polaris,
text right now to see if
thousands
he's
of gold
alive.
codes, and EA Play
That'd be
memberships.
so messed up.
So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends
It's interesting she has
Jump Master weapon
Charm.
braces.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
It's something that I'm not noticing until now, but that's unique. Normalized adult braces.
Stick around because you are not going to want to miss a closer look at the latest legend coming to the Apex.
Yeah,
Games.
normalize
If you
them,
don't
sure.
know who I'm talking about, we got
Kyle
our first
Hilliard
look
says,
at
did I miss all the
just a
Andy
few days
jokes?
ago.
There might be more. Kyle, do you have any you want to toss in there? We'll take anything
Yeah,
you
check
got.
your mouth. See if there are any more.
Has been seen.
Yeah, shove your fingers in there. Dig around a little bit.
A woman will rise, bearing the mark
What the?
of the moth.
Oh, this is the Apex Legends.
Right. Has this been out already, or why would it be in the pre-show?
I don't know. Maybe because that main show is so stacked, Leo.
Will be
Right.
a cursed child.
You got back into this game. Was that just this year?
Yeah, a few months ago.
All to the flame.
Good time?
Good time.
Oh, good.
Refuse the
3-person squads really is a sweet spot for Battle Royale.
Yeah. God, I haven't played it
will reduce a mountain
really since like launch. Maybe I should give another go.
This trailer has been out.
A king
Ah,
to a beggar,
okay. Thank you, everybody. It's from the other day, says Killslayer. Appreciate it.
and an ocean to a desert.
You gonna have kids, Leo?
Yeah, probably.
Do you stress out about what they're named?
No.
Yeah, that'd be silly.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have them with a partner who wouldn't also want dope names for them, you know?
Yeah, but that's the problem is you can be fully in sync with a partner and just not agree on the definition of dope. That's the inherent flaw.
Then you're not in sync.
Really? You have to have the exact same taste in names?
Not the exact same, but you know, find a compromise that you both think is dope.
The Apex team is getting wilder and wilder with
I wish there was a little bird in that footstool.
I can't wait to see more.
Trust me, you're not alone. I love that trailer, but we have a lot more coming up during the main show that you're not going to want to miss.
And that is now mere moments away. But one last recap from us featuring one of the newest members of the
I'm
EA
stressed out
Sports
on behalf of
family,
Andy's mic because I
Codemasters.
don't see it and it
You'll know
sounds
the
a little
best from
off.
their incredible slate of racing titles like Dirt,
But that's probably from
Grid, and the
history
F1
of clipping a
series,
mic onto
whose
Andy
latest
a lot.
installment just dropped
Yeah.
a few days ago.
If you follow F1, you know it's been an absolutely crazy year so far. with
Maybe it
some
is
of the
live.
Where we both
rivalries.
clipped a mic onto that,
Well,
man?
if you want to
Yeah.
put yourself right in the middle
Isn't
of
that kinda intimate?
Cody's is
Remember
here to
back
make
when you were
that
an
dream
intern
a
and you
reality.
Lapel
didn't know
cousins?
what to
Let's
do
jump
and you
straight
clipped the
into
lapel
action
mic
with
onto
the
his lip?
F1 2021 trailer.
He just panicked.
I just don't get it, so...
I went to great lengths to make it
Just
look
to
like
get
a
ahead of
tooth, so it would blend in his
Ah,
mouth.
the only new power unit last
But to be
season.
fair to you, the audio quality was
And he gets to go
amazing.
out behind
Chris.
me and qualify.
Ahead of the ASMR wave.
He's the new #1 driver.
Is this a game? If I
Is
said,
F1 like a bigger thing overseas?
yeah, Europe loves that.
Where soccer is? Cool.
Yeah. If I said, Leo, get in my car and put on this blindfold, I promise I've got a surprise for you. And then you got in my car and you put on the blindfold and you ate some snacks on the drive and it was a fine time. We talked about having kids and stuff. And then we got to the location and I ripped off your blindfold and we're at a racetrack and there was an F1 car and I said, Leo, go to town. Give me your feelings.
I would say I don't know why you picked me for this, but this is an exciting opportunity.
Oh, you'd be
Happy
into
to do
it.
For sure.
But you're just learning now how to drive a car because you're getting your driver's license, yes?
Yeah, whatever a regular car is called.
Right.
An A1 car.
But like, I feel like I'd be scared of trying to touch one of these bad boys.
I wouldn't like go 100 miles an hour.
Just like a cool 30.
Wait for you to see what Battlefield 2042 has in store. I've been Andy McNamara.
I think you still are Andy McNamara, and I'm Alex Ackerman. Thank you so much for tuning
Script.
in, and enjoy the show.
It is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Good job, Andy.
Good job, Andy.
Good job, Andy. All right, thanks everybody for watching our reaction stream for EA. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Oh, Leo, there's a whole extra stream.
Wow.
Wow.
An embarrassment of riches. Bye, hot Andy. HRP.
Jesus, let's get the party started.
Los Angeles,
Oh,
California.
Xavier Woods.
This is EA Play Live
Star of
2021.
Super Bomberman R.
I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka
He was a character in that
Austin
game for
Creed,
some reason,
and we
Leo.
have an amazing show for you today. We've got world premiere gameplay, exclusive first looks, including a brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't
Is it a
even
battle
let
royale?
me tease. Plus,
They insisted it
just
wasn't.
like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an
Oh,
eye out throughout
yeah.
the show for hidden letters. They'll spell
This
out a
whole
secret
thing.
code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games.
That's so funny.
including
I love
Mass
that.
Effect Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it.
Sidestep Twitch drops. Do it Blue's Clues style. I'm here for that.
What's happening? He's drumming the cars into existence. Oh, that's right. They bought
EA has long
Codemasters.
played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being
If
in
you're
the
that
driver's
muscular,
seat, You're gonna
So
love
that's him
what
not flexing?
Codemasters has cooked up for us today.
That's just like
But
default?
First, let's take a quick look at
What does it look like when he
they-
flexes?
Shirt pops off.
I guess.
Like the Hulk.
It's a real name-dropping moment, but apparently Xavier Woods is a very good guy. Like, I was at the Giant Bomb stream during E3, and he came into like the green room, and I've never seen somebody like more aware that they were like the celebrity in the room and like more cool about it. Like he immediately was just like, "Hey everybody, hi, I'm Xavier," and just went up and like shook everybody's hand. I forget, I think Xavier's not his real name or something like that, but he just like went around and like individually greeted everybody, and I was like, that is a bold, very sweet move. So I think he's my idol.
That's nice.
Yeah. White Mex asks, it's one of Reichert's bosses now, right? Xavier Woods? Yes, I believe he's his direct superior. He signs his paycheck.
Are you gonna play all these racing games to impress him?
Do you think he'd be impressed?
It seems like it. He seems very excited about it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep tweeting him, like, booting it up again.
Ah, I got third this time. Getting closer.
Codemasters, give me the code, mister.
From London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale.
This is just for like
Becky.
the studio in general?
Hey, now I heard that you might have a little surprise for us today.
Yes, I do, and I don't know if you can tell, Austin, but I am so excited because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's a game I didn't expect to ever get the word legends afterwards.
Grid Revelations.
Hero-based driving game. Let's see it.
Dozens of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
Ah, important.
You know who I am.
Second part of the sentence.
I'm Nathan McCabe, 5-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6
Way to kill all other women.
It's the ultimate battle royale.
Is Grid legal? I can build it to win. Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel.
Bunch of Grid fans out there. I played a couple of them for a little bit. They seem good.
Win by having the money.
Sure.
By having
Yeah.
They should have Hyrby DLC.
Can't keep their cars.
Yes.
You drive as Hyrby.
You keep pulling up there.
Why is Rocket League the only one that has fun, like, movie tie-in DLC?
I was just thinking that. Well, they had like, what the hell was that?
Bring it on, baby.
They had like the Fast and Furious DLC for one of those Forzas, right? Remember that weird
Sure,
thing?
but I mean like Batmobile, DeLorean type stuff.
Right, right. Yeah, that is confusing. It seems like it'd be everywhere.
Becky, this looks incredible on top of the gameplay and the cars and the environment.
Remember the time Planet Coaster had a Ghostbusters tie-in? It was just like the Ecto 1 driving around the amusement park.
Well, first and foremost,
It's
the
really
Grid
stupid.
series has always been about delivering gameplay
do not remember
excellence.
that.
And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we're adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
That's the
we
legends,
had
Leo,
the
is it's all
absolute
about
pleasure of
storytelling
working
this
with
time
the
around.
Incredibly talented Shuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured the entire thing
So it's
using
canon with
extended
Sex
reality,
Education?
or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they used to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No.
Interesting.
We are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really want to bring you deeper into the grid world.
Are
than
people using that
ever
Mandalorian
before.
tech because it's
also
cheaper or
been
because it looks
really
better?
Great for our actors because they're acting
I haven't
against
seen too much
something
of it.
that's visually
Cheaper.
There. It's not
Strangely
the same
enough.
as green screen or motion capture. They are stepping into our grid world and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can
I
you
would
give us
certainly
any
imagine.
hints on the story, or would that be spoilers?
Without any spoilers, we are giving you a classic underdog tale. We were putting you straight into the driver's seat. right in the middle.
Well, spoilers,
of
it's an underdog tale. Doesn't mean the underdog wins at the end.
We started out planning an overdog tale, and then the writers said, "What if?"
And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of vehicles in that trailer. Can you talk about those a little bit?
John Wick is a good
There
overdog
are so many
tale.
vehicles. We are giving you
He couldn't
big
get over
rigs,
that dog.
stadium trucks, drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin
Hypercars?
Valkyrie. Have you seen
Is that really a
car?
phrase?
And we are also giving you multi-class mixed
Maybe.
racing, which
Red
means that you
8
can
has a
take
pretty
any of
good
those cars and put them
stream
together on the
quality
same track.
joke,
Whoa, I
but there are
just saw
spoilers
Vader
already
take out
everywhere
an
in this
open wheeler
game
in the
because of
trailer.
cars.
I love it. So is there anything else that you can tell us about Grid Legends?
Without giving
Thank you,
too much
chat.
away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new.
Someday we should do a
features
reaction stream,
such
Leo,
as
where we
boost
just
mode and elimination mode.
read the chat. Like
We've
they
also
just
got
are
some
like
fancy
constantly
new
writing a script for
locations,
us.
Like the iconic
You know?
city of Moscow.
Yeah, we need to have no
We've
latency
also
though, but we could do
got the
it.
beautiful
I think even with the
city of London
latency,
as
I think
well, so you
it's
can drive
worth
right
it. You
past
know.
Buckingham Palace,
I mean, we could
or
try
you
it
can
again.
travel
It's just,
to
we could try it right now. I should say,
extremely
you know,
Alpina and
until we
take
finish
one
the
of
Grid
our
Legends
beautiful
section.
hypercars
Yeah,
All right, so
chat, go for it.
experience.
What are our thoughts on that?
Put it in
Well,
quotes
you
and
heard it here
we'll do
first.
it.
Storytelling and extended reality, mixed class racing, new modes, new locations. This is beyond exciting. So
It's gotta be in quotes?
thank you so
It has to
much
be in
for your
quotes.
time.
No, thank you, Austin.
That's our cue.
Of course. All right, folks. So we're just getting started. We've seen Grid Legends. And now it's time.
Hi, I'm Ben
for a
Hanson. I
different
stink.
breed of
LOL.
legend.
There's no time for that.
Well, I'm a big dum-dum. We really didn't think this through.
Wait a minute. These people are mean.
2 years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players,
different set?
17 Legends later, it
Yep,
just
this is a different
keeps
screen.
getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms.
S.
for
I see
players,
the
of
S.
course,
I
more
see the
legends.
S.
So what's next for
Is.
Apex?
Back
Well,
that
today,
S up to
We
me.
have answers.
I say, Leo.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Ooh, PvE. I'm guessing.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy. Transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between
Chat
their
is
new
eager
life
for Dead
and the
Space.
annihilation of their
This
home.
is
I
this is
see
tough.
it in a girl tortured by revenge.
What could have been a nice surprise is now like the rest of the show is like, all right, we get it. Get to the Dead Space.
I see it in
I like seeing the Apex Legends as
a
little
boy
kids.
born under a bad omen turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless, but that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
I hate trailers like this. Where they
Cinematic.
just do things that you can't even do anything resembling in the game.
Take comfort. Nothing
I remember him.
lasts forever. You must adapt. Surrender. And embrace your true nature. Know that you are not alone.
The hell?
This guy's killing it.
Comes for
Jesus.
us all.
This character better beat Flip in the air, in game. For all the flips he's doing in here.
Oh,
to
yeah.
not be able to flip at all.
Cool. I dare you to get to gameplay. I dare you.
But this chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together. So the flame can burn its brightest. fall. Accept it and rise above.
I like his little Protoss thingy.
Yeah.
Does he have a name? Oh.
Wow. I'm standing here like slack-jawed watching this because there's so much to unpack from that trailer. So let's go ahead and meet the man with all the answers, Apex game director, Chad Grenier. So happy to have you here, Chad.
Thanks, Austin. Happy to be here. Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the amazing developers at Respawn. Hey. All right, well,
That says his name is Seer
if you love
or
Apex,
Underdog
these amazing
or
developers
Ronald.
that are working hard.
Okay, I guess they're coming to our chat for these
big love to the
ideas.
whole
That'll
Respawn
do.
team, especially whoever came up with Lifeline, because that's my girl. But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about.
Relax, Respawn,
Beyond
relax.
geeked about Seer, so can you tell us some more about his abilities? I saw this man stare through walls. He's got drones coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful, especially in certain gameplay situations. You can send out hundreds of micro drones and create a sphere around an area that you choose, and all enemies that are
Kathy
moving
says,
quickly
no,
through that space
please talk
are
about
tracked.
Dead Space.
I love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game.
Yeah,
'Cause
this is
game
tough.
Obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend.
But once
there's
that
always
leaks,
an
what do you do? Do
interesting
you start
shift
the
in
show
meta.
with it then,
So
Leo? Or do you
with
just
those
kind of like have a
incredible
cryptic
abilities,
tease in
how
the
do you think
beginning
that
or something? Like,
Seer
how do
is
you
going to
handle
change
it?
the game?
Yeah,
Dead
again, I
Space?
mentioned
Yeah.
Bloodhound also as a tracker.
Yeah, cryptic tease in the beginning,
But
I
unlike
think.
Bloodhound, Seer is about
Or
very
show Grid
precise
Legends.
and lingering information. So he's a bit more.
But
This
of a
character's ult being
stealth-oriented
like
legend,
trapping people,
and you're going to see I think,
stopping
some
them from being able to
interactions
run
because of
away.
that sphere I mentioned, his
Seems
ultimate.
very strong.
If you're moving
Yeah.
quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now, if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection.
So that was
And
4
I think you'll see
squares
some interesting
for the
gameplay
code.
experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight, especially, you're gonna have a lot of new ways to play this game. But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like?
Got a big old Zelda
The fan
tattoo, doesn't he?
reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have
Yeah.
a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works and some other things coming I don't want to talk about just yet, but we've got a lot planned for arenas.
All right, fair. Well, I do know that you guys announced ranked arenas are coming as well. So can you give us
It's
some
tough
information
to
on that?
make
So we've got
any
one
kind of
season arenas
spot
under our
like this
belts now.
exciting when
We wanted to
people
make
are
sure
used
that,
to
we
getting
were seeing how players were
information on,
adapting to the mode,
seasonal
make sure to
living
get the balance
living
right,
game
make sure that
updates
the price and
throughout the
economy
year.
is correct.
Right.
And now we'll be introducing the ranked mode in Emergence. So
Like,
it's a bit
I
of
think
a
people,
different ranked
just
system
expect
than we
something more
have in
special
the
from our
Battle Royale
presentation
mode.
like this,
So
but it's
we're
probably
really
still
excited for you to
exciting
get
for
your hands on
Apex
it.
Well,
players.
it's
Yeah.
really cool to see Apex always doing new
Yeah, I
things,
think the
like
way to do
for
it is just to have those
leaning into
streams
the competitive
after
scene of
this
things
stream
the
about like,
Apex
okay, this is going to be
Global
the
Series.
Apex
So we're
hour,
gonna
this is
see
going to be the
more
blah,
of
blah,
the
blah.
ALGS.
Get ready for more details on
Absolutely.
Grid, but
we just ended year 1 of ALGS.
for something like this, you think,
championships
yeah,
recently
you should just be reminding people,
concluded. It
Apex
was
Legends is
amazing.
really
There's,
good,
like, so
everybody.
many
Here's 3
tactics
reasons to
and
check it out.
amazing
Moving
plays
on,
in there.
but
many
this
teams
is a
were
bit much.
fighting for the championship in the last round. We hit record numbers, so we're really excited in September to be kicking off year 2 of the ALGS. And for the first time, we're going to be inviting PlayStation and Xbox players to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So
Interesting.
We have more information at playapex.com/ALGS.
Well, I am beyond looking forward to it. And Chad, before you go, I have to ask, when can we see more from Seer?
And can you
We've
tell
got
me
an
the story
awesome
for Grid
gameplay
Legends?
trailer coming on Monday, and Emergence drops on August 3rd. And for now, I can show you a finisher.
Of course, please.
Finishers are really good.
No, have mercy,
This
please.
game demands so much of us.
Jesus
But
Christ.
from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, it's the
That's all I need to see.
the thrill of a fatality.
But Chad, thank you so much
But
for
family
being
friendly.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course.
Right.
And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals.
Oh, it's going to spell out a phrase. We need to try and guess what that is beforehand. Is IS all we have so far? Is anybody in the chat?
Of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original.
Is it going to be Ishimura?
Lost in Red.
Old Dead Space thing?
Very possible.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from somewhere.
Who says athletes can't act?
Somewhere random.
Okay. All right, anyway, it's coming soon and it looks really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you. It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
To explain why he called it Zoink.
Hello, Austin. How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
He does
on
kind of
Tribeca.
look like
it's so cool to see video games right
Shaggy
next to
from
movies
the live-action
being guarded as they
Scooby-Doo.
should be.
Thank you, Austin. I'm so proud of the Zoink team and what we've accomplished, and I'm so happy about the selection because Lost in Random is
I want to
really
just
inspired
rotate
by all
his
these
hair.
movies that
I want to
grew
just
up with,
slide it
and
around. I hope it's
stop-motion
one
animation and dark
continuous
fairy tales.
blob.
And at Zoink, we're always trying to push narrative in video games, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
Now that Scooby is dead.
I can't wait to see more.
I've dropped the S from Zoinks.
What do you have for us today?
In his honor. It's like retiring the jersey. You gotta retire the S.
Aspects of Lost in Random's gameplay. Dice Battle, which is an exciting, explosive blend of real-time action and time-stop tactics, where every roll of the dice unleashes incredible powers out of the head of your Jack-in-the-Box buddy.
Do you think you could
Well, it sounds
do
awesome.
what Xavier Woods is doing if
let's take
EA
a look.
was like, hey, here's $10,000? Would you do it?
Once upon a time, there were two devoted sisters.
Or are you too cool?
Even and odd.
Maybe, probably.
Okay. I mean, you'd be ridiculed online no matter what.
Yeah.
And you'd
Unless
be
I nailed it. Unless I made that material super fun.
Together with this little fella.
Or that possibility.
Even was determined.
Something about that Dice's eye that's really unnerving.
Come on, Dicey.
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 Strange and fascinating.
We had Yarny, now we have Dicey.
Adventure and combat go hand in hand.
The cards thing is interesting.
Peculiar characters await.
I do love me some cards.
Some will help.
Ah!
You mean this one? And some won't.
That's against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Those coins can be traded for cards.
Cards, cards. I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land.
Resident Evil Village.
Ooh, cards contain new attacks, abilities, and more.
I like them showing what the actual gameplay loop will be.
Yeah.
Like a lot of press conference reveals or gameplay dances around them.
It's true.
This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself.
Huh.
Let's see how she uses it.
So you have to do that to play the cards?
I guess. Yeah, look at that deck. That's interesting.
Well done, even. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random. Even must roll the dice and play the odds. But just a chance at saving her sister.
Random rules, Long may she reign.
Call it, Leo. Percentage chance, speaking of random, that you will finish this game.
My child. You'll see
2.
now.
2! Roll that dice.
I'd say there's a 30% chance I'll even try it. No offense to this game.
Okay.
Hopefully there's no way they can take offense
what can you
to
tell
that.
me
Did
about
you
these
see the cards,
combat
Leo?
cards that we're seeing?
Cards are just
Yeah,
fun
that
part
seemed
of Dice
interesting.
Battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here then?
So as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. But you just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2 lets you summon a giant hammer, which also gives even super strength to be able to swing it around.
Offensive maneuvers, I like it.
But it's not just about offense. Like we have also, for instance, Uma's Blessing, which comes from
Xavier,
Uma,
it's
this
not just
old
about
hidden
offense.
witch, and she provides a bubble
Get
shield
hung up
to
on this
protect
offense
even.
thing.
And that's just a taste. Like there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some
His
curse
muscles are
enemies,
too
some
distracting.
heal even
Am I
or
alone
create
here?
traps.
I can't stop
Some
staring and
arenas
just
also
thinking
work
about
as
how
giant
absurd those
board
are.
games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the queen's
It ain't
giant,
right.
mad tabletop themed
Same with Andy.
All right, Olaf. Obviously, my next question.
I'll say
know
the
it's
thing that'll
coming.
make me interested in
When
this
can we play
game
this
is if I find out that like the decks you can have are super
Lost in
unique
random
and
release
people are
on
playing the game
September
in
10th
totally
on
different
PC,
ways.
console,
That's what would
and
make it
Nintendo
exciting for me.
Switch. And you can pre-order starting right after the show.
That it is mixed in with
And
real-time
if you want a
combat. It's hard to
Dicey companion
imagine
of your own, he'll be
it being
available to
tactical
EA
versus you're
members
just
as a
kind of
gun
throwing
charm
what
in
you
one of my
can
current
at
favorites, Apex. So keep an eye out for that.
mobs of enemies.
Well, you all heard it here first. And Olaf, thank you so much for joining us today.
It has been my absolute pleasure, Austin, and welcome to Random.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Well,
welcoming
there you
me
have
to
it.
Random.
Lost in Random is coming soon, but there's another EA original
Did they give a
that's
date?
already here. And it's bringing that
Soon.
throwback playground heat to the mass.
Which means within a week to me.
I'm talking about Knockout City. Oh, okay.
Careful!
Woo! Dropped earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer, and they're just getting warmed up. Here with more is Karthik Bala.
September
from
10th, they
Velan
said. I
Studios
talked over
in
it.
New
Sorry.
York.
Thanks, Austin. We're so grateful to our community for the massive response to Knockout City.
The balls coming in,
With
was that
millions
were
of
there
new
elements
ballers,
above the
hundreds of
screen, or was
thousands
that
of crews,
just
and
you know
nearly a billion
good perspective,
KOs landed.
good intentional
Your
perspective,
response
make it
has
look like
really
they're flying
been
out from the camera when
a
really they're on the
knockout.
floor screen coming at the
As
wall
an indie
screen.
team
I don't know.
dedicated to taking creative
Movie magic, you
risks,
know? It's like The
having all of you
Mandalorian.
embrace this unique thing
It's beautiful.
we've made is an amazing
Did you ever
feeling.
play this game, Leo?
And I just
No,
want to say
it's good.
thank you. At launch,
If you got a team for it, it's really surprisingly fun.
Fresh and exciting.
Cool.
Today, I'm here to deliver on that promise. On behalf of the whole Velan Studios team, it's my absolute thrill to present Knockout City Season 2, Fight at the Movies.
In a world of chaos, where mayhem rules the streets.
Will they have a licensed tie-in, Leo? Call it right now.
The unstoppable.
No. I think someday they will. I don't think it's at the level where
A
they're gonna.
world where one hero rises to meet instant regret. A world where lovers chase their passions and feel the burn. A world where
This is a great theme, though.
Yeah, that's fun.
Above.
I'm trying to remember the what are all those cars in the
Where
distance? That's
warriors
crazy.
fight for dodge.
I'm trying to remember they had like the free
supremacy.
trial right when they launched it, which was really smart for what 10 days or
Tiny
something like that.
ballers
And then I think
battle it
it's like
out in
now
a
it's like free to play up to a certain
bedroom.
level. Help me out, Chad. Does anybody remember
This season,
how the free to play stuff
to the
works? This is it
movies.
still a free trial? Free until level 25, which that seems really generous.
Coming July.
And then you don't level up anymore, and then you can't play anymore.
Oh,
I don't know.
That voice is Murder on the Pipes. The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th. We'll see you at the movies. It's showtime.
Everybody's going back to the movies these days.
You saw, we
Oh,
got
and it's
new
on Game
skins,
Pass,
we
I'll
got
be
a
damned.
New ball, Knockout City, baby. Season 2 arrives July 27th.
I feel like they could
and remember,
be
you
a
can
lot
play
more
for
subtle with
free
those letters.
Up to street rank 25, so get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called
Thomas
that
says, "Is
Baseline.
Hot
You won't
Andy
beat us 'cause we're
playable?"
really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, It's available on all
New hot skin for your Andy McNamara
So if you haven't
character.
yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl. All right, everyone. The moment that you have been waiting for is here.
The end. I'm just kidding. We're having fun.
Oh, Leo. That was music. Something's wrong with our speakers. I'm sorry.
You read the hot takes and you already know that Battlefield
Also, I am very
is
excited
back,
for this
baby.
game.
Really?
You hear me? It's back. Battlefield is back.
I haven't played
baby.
Battlefield 5 lately.
Battlefield.
It's fun.
I can't wait to
you said you've been playing it recently?
This game is
Yeah.
gonna be so
Oh,
good.
interesting. Because it's
And in
on
just a moment,
Xbox
we're
now, or
revealing
what's
a
the?
brand new
I just got it on Steam on
Battlefield
sale.
2042
Wow.
experience, but first,
I love that.
for those who
My friend
haven't
sold me
been
on
paying
it by
attention,
saying you can be a medic
here's
and
what you've
just
been
like
missing out on.
revive people, and you don't even have to shoot, and you can turn the tide of battles, and that's exactly what happens.
Okay.
Like, you can shoot too, and it's fun, but like you can really change the game with a medic, and I'm very excited for that.
Did you get any other ones? Get into any other Battlefields?
I played 4 and 1 when they came out, but didn't play the second one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Battlefield 1 is a confusing phrase, but yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I got a
Wow.
sweet spot in my heart for Battlefield. But I'm still a little skeptical about how this thing's gonna do. Like, I know it's the dumb classic thing, but like, yeah, $70 for multiplayer only? Like, are people going to jump in? I don't know.
It's a fair question.
On behalf of our entire team,
Getting in
we
a
hope you're
jet in
thrilled
midair,
with what you've
just
seen
cause
so far
style,
from
is
Battlefield
very
2042.
exciting.
Yeah.
But this
And I hope it means
is
you can
just the
hijack them
beginning. We
also.
have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA. It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So, let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
We're having a look right now, everybody.
Whoa. Gun conjuring class.
The guns are going to the beat. Fun. It's all the arrows, Leo! It's all the arrows! Zoink!
Zoink!
Gotta step it up, boys.
It's cool. It's the multiverse of war.
The sense of scale in these games is awesome, for sure. I do love a modern day setting more than a, World War II or whatever. But like being in a building and having it get annihilated by a tank and having to reposition as you fall through the floor when you crumble beneath it. It's really amazing. The engine just feels like on another level than like Siege.
I want to see you play Battlefield 5 at some point, Leo. Is that a new show plus contender, you think?
Sure.
That's the sound of them going bang bang.
Run! We got the battle!
They're acting like they've never seen those before.
They were just recruited.
Oh, melee only mode.
Fun.
They should do a cinematic trailer for a melee only mode.
Yeah, get these storms out of here.
Mine?
This looks very fun. Good, good, good. Oh, that's the 2142 ship? Oh, that's really fun.
Wordle. Wow.
Destruction!
It's the Avengers Endgame of real world wars.
Get out of there! It'll kill one person very hard.
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions. So let's bring
It's nice to see like a wacky mode in a shooter that's not a battle royale.
Ripple effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world.
They all look so uncomfortable, but it's fun they're doing
We've
that.
had so much
Especially
fun
the main guy right behind him.
beloved vehicles, gadgets,
all right,
weapons,
sit in your room and hoot and holler.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you say beloved
One
map,
guy was mooning the camera, which I think is in poor taste.
Arica Harbor.
Yes.
He was furiously erasing swastikas
yes,
from his
whiteboard is also
whiteboard.
included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it. But this is more than just
Portal
maps,
they
right?
went with.
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the
I
community
guess no one else is using it, right?
customization options, and even an advanced logic editor for you to play around with. Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
You can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes.
We got that part.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
Don't say gun game, that's not the franchise.
That's a very specific idea there, Austin. But
No,
yes,
gun
actually
game
you
is
can.
public domain. Lots of games have gun game.
Really?
Bring it home.
Yeah, I would love. Oh my God, the
as
idea
a
that you could make a
penguin
gun game in
with a
this is
flamethrower.
very exciting.
Penguin with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine. That's fine, I had to ask. But it does sound like there's a ton to play around with.
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see this sandbox as a big part of the future of
Well, that's cool.
Battlefield
That seems like the coolest thing about 2042 so far for me.
Field day with this.
That's
I
very
really
exciting.
hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay. I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count.
You know, that seems so fun. I really hope you can do like your progression challenges with stuff in it. I feel like it's gonna make or break people actually playing it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But sometimes they're like, you know, people are just gonna make infinite XP levels or whatever, so we can't let anybody get anything.
A small squad
Yeah,
from
that's a good point.
2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942. The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those.
Ain't that always the case?
But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector.
Matthew Paxton, brilliant game designer in the chat, says, I'd like a mode where if you die, you respawn on the other team.
Set up on
Excellent.
for the fight of
Such a
your
good
lives
idea.
With Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots.
Good.
1 horse-sized T91.
This is gaming. I love this.
This is totally what's that game where you can make T-Rexes fight birds or whatever?
Oh, Infinite Battle Simulator. What is that called again?
This looks so much fun.
And whatever it is, it's done now.
Just pretend the cameras aren't here. Just me and you.
We have this instead.
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create or simply discover their favorite new way to play Battlefield. And we can't wait to explore and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes. Okay. Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is
smart.
Fantastic.
Smart.
Question before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced.
Is that an N on his helmet? Does that count?
Content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time. And all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played
He's
Battlefield
having a heart attack on stage.
We want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
With one more surprise.
Patrick Pope says the code looks like it's back, and we see the K now.
I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're going to give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me.
It's happening, Leo.
I want to go with him.
I've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
No.
Leo.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Leo, can I control this video?
Pause it. Forever.
Hell yes. Good job, EA.
Wow. This game's gonna look good.
That's a very good take. Oh, from the first trailer, that's fun. He's building a new suit. Hell yeah.
So, is it Isaac or is it a different person in that similar suit?
Ooh,
only available on PS5.
That's awesome.
Etc. That's very cool.
Good job, EA! You did it! Little bit of a tease there, everybody. People are very excited. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of debate about whether or not this should have been, you know, reported on earlier, but it was. But I'm glad that it wasn't some psych out and it wasn't some miscommunication. It was secretly a mobile game or some nonsense like that. Very exciting. We are, if you're in the Dead Space mood, after seeing that, we are doing the deepest dive on Dead Space. So we're going back and playing the original, which is available on Game Pass, on PS3 if you're a madman. Also, it's available on Steam. I had some problem booting that version up myself. It's also on Good Old Games. It's on sale right now for $5. So if you want to go back and play Dead Space 1 with a great crew of folks in a big community game club, we'd encourage you to do that. You can play along. And if you want to submit a comment for us to read, you can go support us at patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. And if you want to just listen to it like a kind person, you can always do that as well by unlocking the Patreon exclusive podcast feed where you just put that link into your favorite podcast app and then all that stuff will be appearing there in a magical feed. So join us for the deepest dive on Dead Space, please. Leo!
Chat's wondering, do we still not know? Is it a remake or a reboot?
So the rumors, which apparently are accurate, is that they're approaching it like a Resident Evil 2, like pseudo reimagining is what the rumors were saying. And that seemed to be in line with that, right?
Interesting.
But I don't know exactly. It's probably going to be a long while, so don't get too excited about this thing yet, because I mean, EA Motive just released Squadrons not that long ago, and their other project was just killed, so this is very early. We should probably see this as like a Dragon Age-like teaser, you know?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the big EA play. We're going to be recording the episode of the MinnMax Show podcast right now. You can always subscribe to that for free on your favorite podcast app. We'll be talking more about this. We'll be talking about Death's Door. Leo has a game that he's... Okay, without saying what the game is, Leo, because that'll turn people off, describe your emotions playing this game that you want to talk about in the next episode of the MinnMax Show podcast.
It was the most thrilling, real investment I've had in the outcome of a multiplayer game in a long, long time.
Perfect. So please subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast. We'd appreciate the support, and we'll see you over there real soon. All right. You got anything else, Leo?
Love you.
Love you. Bye.